We're ready. Okay. We'll call to order a special meeting of the Glendale City Council, December 12th, 3:16 p.m. Roll call, please.
Council members Asadrian.
Here.
Divine.
Here.
Kasakian.
Here.
Nujadrian.
Here.
Mayor Brotman.
Here. And your report, please.
The agenda for Tuesday, December 12th, 2023 special public meeting of the City Council was posted on December 7th, 2023 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
Thank you. And our one and only item.
Our one and only item is community development regarding Montrose Shopping Park Business Improvement District Annual Work Plan for calendar year 2024 and extend the management agreement. A motion to accept Montrose Shopping Park Association 2024 budget and annual work plan. B, motion to extend the terms of the management agreement with the Montrose Shopping Park Association for 5 years until December 31st, 2028.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Galani.
Yes, Mayor Brotman, members of City Council, this is another annual report, third this afternoon, this time related to the MSPA, Montrose Shopping Park Association budget and extension of their management agreement. And I'll invite Jennifer De La Mora, our Principal Economic Development Officer, for an introduction, and as well as Mr. Dale Dodson, who's in attendance, who will, I believe, will make a presentation as well.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mayor Brotman and members of City Council. As stated by Mr. Galonian, the item before your review today is the Montrose Shopping Park Association 2024 budget and management agreement renewal between the city and the business district. Economic Development has had the pleasure of participating in multiple discussions with the association in its monthly meetings to offer support and assistance. Based on the events that MSPA has provided, 2024 is expected to be another great year with community activities and engagement. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Dale Dawson, event coordinator of the Montrose Shopping Park Association, who can provide highlights related to the work plan and budget. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dawson, welcome.
Mayor Brotman, members of the City Council, City staff, good afternoon. Pleasure to be here. Once again, presenting our annual budget and work plan. Our work plan is very events heavy. We are determined to just keep bringing people to town, and these days you really need to do that. We have some events in their 40th year. Arts and Crafts Festival this year will be its 40th year. Car Show, 22 years. So they're very iconic, and people do respond to them. And I want to thank you, those of you that were able to come to our tree lighting ceremony recently. One of the highlights of my day, my week, my month was when Mayor Brotman hit the big red button and it actually lit the tree, because that has not always happened. But that was very exciting that it worked. And then I know you all enjoyed the Montrose Glendale Christmas Parade. And so it's Christmas in Montrose. We're going to keep it going right up to the 23rd with our free pony rides for the kids every Saturday, our free horse-drawn trolley every Saturday and Sunday, music in every block, and photos with Santa. So we like to keep the excitement going right through the end of the year. And I think one of our greatest and proudest accomplishments this year was to reposition the headquarters / Glendale Police Department substation, which had gone silent for a while due to rental rate concerns. We were able to replace that unit, and it is up and running. In fact, last Thursday, we held our first in-person meeting for the MSPA board in something like 2 or 3 years. So it's working very well. The officers are happy to be back in there. They can access that anytime they want, and they have been for a while now. And I'm working with Lieutenant Steve Corrigan to finish off the unit with the final touches, but it's fully operational, and we're very thankful to be able to do that. The investment on the part of the MSPA for that unit this year is about $22,000 or so, and we believe that a police presence in that community is so important, and we have budgeted the investment and will do so again. And I invite any questions you might have.
Any questions or?
Just want to say that, sure, just want to say that all your events are fantastic. It's continues to be a great place for people to come shop, for new businesses to open, and we're very excited to see what the Shopping Park Association does in the coming year.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep.
Well, and I'd like to say that I'm glad that you were able to find a location for the police department up
Yes.
there. I know that took a lot of work, a lot of legwork, and I guess convincing, but I think it's worked out, and happy to see it. And I agree with Councilmember Kasaki, and everything that you do is perfection. And we appreciate all of the events, and the Montrose Shopping Park Association does a terrific job. Thank you.
Thank you, and I appreciate your kind words, and we'd like to offer ourselves in service to the city of Glendale to continue that relationship for another 5 years.
Mayor Bowman.
Yes.
First and foremost, thank you for being here and for all the wonderful events. Montrose really is a charming and special place for all of us. I'm looking at the budget and some of the events that you have, recognizing that we've, come out of COVID, say, and a lot of our businesses are still recovering. Are there things that in this budget you would have liked to see that could better support our small businesses up there? And an opportunity to perhaps expand the scope of work and partnership. The City Council has made economic development as one of the priority areas for this fiscal year. I think these are all opportunities for us to not just, continue as we have, but build on the relationship that we've had for so many years.
Well, I'd like to continue working with the Arts Council because we did have some meetings with them, and we talked about doing some upgrades and some accoutrements to the shopping park. They tend to be quite expensive, so we have a fairly good budget in reserve that we are targeting for things like that, upgrading our seating areas, our bus benches, just some of the basics to make the town much more just beautiful in every way. So I think we just need to continue to move in that direction. It kind of hits snags along the way, but we're ready to go and to discuss some new things. We talked about things like murals. The problem with murals in town is all the buildings are privately owned. And so the commitment that would take is a difficult one. We talked about doing some statuary, which can be fun, but kind of difficult in terms of where you put it and what then happens to it. So we're thinking seating areas, benches, walkways, all the things that our clientele use every day. That's where we're looking for the city to just continue that Arts Council relationship with us.
I have a question. Dale, a couple of years ago, there was an idea presented because a lot of people walk their dogs up in Montrose, and there was an artist, I guess, or a local that was doing dog kind of placards, and the association was thinking about having them do some dog statuaries around, or little posters, or I don't know what to call them, little statues.
I think it was metal sculpture, perhaps? Something
Metal
like,
sculpture? Yeah.
I recall that, yeah.
Yeah. That just kind of
It kind of just
faded away.
faded away, yes.
Oh, that was a good idea. Okay.
We are a dog town for sure.
I know
so
you are.
Maybe that's something we should come back to.
Yeah, I think it would be great. Okay, thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
What's going into phase? Do we have
It's going to be Paris Baguette,
Oh, nice.
which is it's good in a way because it's going to really use that space very nicely, I think. We're hoping that Gio's baguettes across the street will remain unaffected, and that our newest bakery, Sweet Demi Lune Bakery on Ocean View, will also all be able to do good business. So we're hoping there'll be just a nice synergy between all of them. I don't know how long that'll take for them to get open. I understand converting from retail to food service can be quite daunting along the way, but that's the new tenant, we've been told.
And how's your parking situation?
My personal
Stable
parking
for now?
situation is great because I now, in my new store, have my own private parking. But for the parking lots, I think, I don't want to speak for the whole MSPA because there's varying opinions depending on who you speak to about parking in Montrose. But partially because the purchase of the Citibank building by Glendale Community College has not resulted in additional class and additional traffic coming in. I think we're status quo. We're okay for now. in my opinion.
And the alfrescos are something that people down on Brand point to, and they say, why can't we have it like Montrose, as quickly as Montrose did? So when I've been by, they seem pretty well attended, and
They're very popular.
people are jealous of what you have
Yeah.
down on Brand, so.
I think too, we did a nice job working with Bradley Calvert and his people to design something that fit well the town and the scenarios and laid out well and looks good and is replenishable over time. And it's working out. I think everybody wants to see it keep going, for sure.
Good, thank you.
Okay, what's the vacancy situation like? How's the recovery been from COVID, and are we seeing kind of this normal level of vacancies, or is it a little bit high still?
I think it's come back down quite a bit, especially with the purchase of the Phase building, which is now completely solidly booked, although not all tenants are operating as yet. We have a couple of vacancies that are ongoing, but nothing to really write home about. I mean, it's just normal.
Pretty normal.
Really, and oftentimes our vacancies are snatched up before we even know that they're going to be vacant, because the word of mouth gets out there and people are, filling the spots. It hasn't been a real problem.
Good. Okay, good. Well, we all love the area, and it's always a place to bring, visitors from outside of Glendale. It's like one of the highlights is going up there and walking around, so it's nice. So thank you for what you do.
Pleasure.
And please thank the entire board for us. And I guess at that point, no public speakers. We'll take a motion. We have two items, to accept the budget and to extend the management agreement.
I'll move both items.
Move both?
Second.
Okay, all right. So we have motion and second on 1A and 1B. And roll call, please.
Council members Asadrian,
Yes.
Divine,
Yes.
Kasakian,
Yes.
Najarian,
Yes.
Mayor Bautman.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and now take a motion to adjourn.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
Hey, we are adjourned at 3:28 PM. And, okay, now we have closed session. Yeah. We're set? Okay, so we'll call to order Glendale City Council at 3:28 PM on December 12th. Roll call, please.
Council members Asadrian,
Here.
Divine,
Here.
Kasakian,
Here.
Najarian,
Here.
Mayor Bautman.
Here, and your report, please.
The closed session items are, there are 4 items. Item A is conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to paragraphs D2 and E1 of Government Code Section 54956.9, one potential case. Second closed session item is conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to paragraph D2 and E2 of Government Code Section 54956.9, one potential case. The third closed session item is conference with conference with labor negotiators. My apologies. The city designated negotiators attending the closed session are Rubik Olanian, John Tachtalian, Michael J. Garcia, Jillian Van Meiden, Paula Adams, Amy Martin, Greg Fish, Jason Bradford, and Laura Kelty. The name of the employee organization is Glendale Firefighters Association. The fourth closed session item is conference with labor negotiators. The city designated negotiators attending the closed session are Rubik Olanian, John Tachtalian, Michael J. Garcia, Jillian Van Meiden, Paula Adams, Amy Martin, Jason Bradford, and Laura Kelty. The name of the employee organization is Glendale Management Association.
Thank you. Do we anticipate reporting out on any of these?
Mr. Mayor, we do not report out. We do not intend on reporting out. And I would note that on item 1B, the facts and circumstances giving rise to potential litigation relate to pay issues relating to the city clerk's position.
Okay, good, thank you. With that, we'll recess to closed session.